When you purge Sage 50 companies, you remove inactive customers, vendors, employees, jobs, quotes, invoices, purchases, and other items from the company file. You can only purge the information for years that are closed. This will clear space on your computer by reducing the file size. You can purge your company file at any time. Some good times to purge would be the close of the fiscal year or the payroll tax year. However, since the purge process may take a long time to complete, you should start it at the end of your business day, making sure that you leave the computer running. You should also make sure that all other applications are closed prior to performing the purge. You use the Purge wizard to assist you in the process of purging your company file. The wizard simplifies the process by prompting you for all of the necessary information. You must create a backup before purging your company file. Sage 50 actually recommends that you create 2 backups, one for the current file and one to store off-site in case of emergencies. The Purge wizard helps you facilitate this process by allowing you to create the needed backups. It is also worthwhile to note that this is not the process that you would use to repair corrupt data. That would be restoring your company from a backup file. Sage 50 also recommends that if you have extensive data, you may want to consider purging in sections rather than all at once. This allows for shorter, controlled sessions of purging, which save time and memory resources. To start the purge, select Tasks, then System, then Purge Wizard from the menu bar. This will bring up the window that is shown on screen. It shows you the date of the most recently closed fiscal and payroll years. Just as with any other wizard, you simply click the Back and Next buttons to step through the wizard, answering the questions and responding to the prompts. Click the Next button to continue after you have read the information on the welcome screen. This will bring up the Backup Company Data screen. Here you can choose to create 1 or preferably 2 copies of your company backup files to have on hand before proceeding. To include your company name in the backup file, select the Include Company Name in the Backup File Name checkbox. Then click the Backup button to decide where you want to save your Sage 50 backup file. In the Save Backup As window, you can use the Save In drop-down at the top of the window to navigate to the folder where you want to store the file. You can rename the file, if desired, in the File Name text box. Sage 50 gives you a default name that includes the name of your company file and the date. Click the Save button when you are ready. Sage 50 will then tell you the size of the backup file. Click the OK button. The backup will then occur. Don't interrupt the backup process, as this may corrupt the data. Click the Next button to continue after you have made the necessary backups. This will take you to the Old Transactions screen. Here you select the transactions that you want to purge. First, enter the date on or before which your transactions can be purged. In the Transactions group box, select the transactions that you want to purge. You can delete receivables, meaning quotes, sales orders, invoices, proposals in Sage 50 Premium Accounting, and receipts. You can also delete payables, meaning POs, purchases, payments, etc. Payroll, meaning all payroll transactions. General journals, meaning the journals and their entries. Audit trails. Used tickets, which are time and expense tickets used in payroll and sales, as well as unused tickets, which are unused time and expense tickets. You would also enter a date on or before which such tickets can be purged if selected. When you are finished, click the Next button to continue. This will bring up the Account Reconciliation screen. This lets you select whether you want to do account reconciliation or not. If you do, you decide which accounts you need to reconcile before the purge. Select the Yes option to reconcile, or select the No option to skip the reconciliation. If you select Yes, you must then select the accounts that you wish to reconcile prior to purging. For each account category, like cash for example, you can double-click the black arrow to display a drop-down list of individual accounts. Any accounts that haven't been reconciled in the past will be marked by default. You can select the checkbox to place a red check next to any accounts that you wish to reconcile. If an account is selected here, any transactions within the account that have not been reconciled regardless of date will not be purged. After making your selection, click the Next button to continue. This will bring up the Inactive Maintenance Records screen. This lets you decide the types of inactive maintenance records to purge. You can only purge inactive records if they are not used in transactions and also have zero balances. Select the checkbox next to the types of inactive records you wish to purge. When you are ready, click the Next button to continue. This will then bring up the Summary of Options screen. Here you can see a summary of the different options that you set for the purge. If you are satisfied with your selected options, then just click the Begin Purge button to begin the purge. If you are not satisfied, you can click the Back button to return to the previous screens and change any options that you need to. When you click the Begin Purge button, a window appears that lets you know that the Purge wizard is removing your old company data. You can see the progress appear in the middle of the window. Once the purge is complete, it will announce that the purge is complete. To see a detailed log, you can click the Log button. To close the window, simply click the Close button.